All right. Well, let's find out what awaits us in our apartment, shall we? Room 102. Here we go.
Dad, I'm home. Listen, something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad? No! 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 Did you do this?
You're late.
But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
I'll get you for this!
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you'll understand why.
No, I'll never understand!
You must try to remember me, and your true self as well. You will birth a god, and build an eternal paradise. He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order. So, what will you do? I'll be waiting where all begins. In the town of Silent Hill.
Alright, so, yes, that was a pretty emotional cutscene, but more on that later. For right now, we've got a boss battle on our hands. For this, you want to equip the bulletproof vest, and unlike what Heather was showing, we actually want to be using a shotgun. This boss is called the Missionary, so you can choose whether or not you want to use the vest. I recommend it though, so... So you really want to attack from like the sides, like that. It's not dead just because it like falls down. So don't be fooled. I think I missed that time. Shoot it while it's down too. Kind of like that old adage or whatever. Kick it while it's down. Except you're shooting the shotgun. And of course, as always, reload in the inventory. melee weapons don't work too well because it can kind of block. And it kind of just runs around all crazy. So it looks like you miss it a lot, but some of them hit, so it's worth it. I think it hit us one time there with its crazy swing. Okay, let's see. Oh, and the reason you want to shoot him from the side or behind, by the way, is because he can deflect it from anywhere else. So like from the front, just like that, he deflected it and then stabbed us, so. And our health's kind of low, so go ahead and use health kit. I guess you could use an ampule if you want. I don't know if it's really necessary. This kind of reminds me of the other rooftop battle we had with, now it's dead. Kick it.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything. I'm fine, so just get out of here and leave me alone already!
Calm down. I just...
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that? My father is dead! He's murdered! Get out! This is all your fault! If it weren't for you,
I'm sorry.
then go!
If it'll make you feel better, I will. Is he okay like this?
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial. I'm sorry, Dad.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't. I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did. When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't solve anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do.
How are you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this. I'll bring the car around back. Come by and we'll finish saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
Not sure if that was a threat directed at him or what. But yes, so man, I love the acting and the voice acting, the character expressions are really good in this game. And I actually just forgot, you know, how good they were. So yeah, our dad has been murdered. Yeah, he probably wouldn't want you thinking that way. I don't know if you really noticed his character model or not, but Revenge for 17 years ago. Not quite sure what that's about. Guess there's not really anything to do in this room. Just kind of checking. And now we have his blood on our vest too. It's kind of sad. Oh, come on, camera. Don't blame him. So I guess we're going to let Douglas give us a ride to Silent Hill. Which reminds me that, yeah, there was, this whole game we actually haven't been in Silent Hill. Which, it doesn't really tell you explicitly one way or the other, but you know, it makes you kind of assume anyways that you're in there, but no, we weren't. Just trying to see if there's anything else we can do in here. Morning always comes, it's corny, but it's true. But if your eyes are closed, it always feels like night. That's the hero's line from this movie. I always like that line, but now it just seems stupid. Got a stun gun. Stun gun battery. Stun gun battery. Apparently we had a stun gun in our dresser. Nothing doing here. Picture of like a rabbit or something? What is that? Cat? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, revenge for 17 years ago. What could that be about? Taking you away from us? That's the room we came out of, right? Where he is? Yeah. Did they have any health drinks? I was just wondering. Jeez. I like actually feel bad for Heather. Can't reach anybody, not the police, not the church. So I guess our only option is to go and find Douglas. Oh. I don't know how to get out back. Wonder if she'll go back in. Yes, she will. Kind of wondered if she'd say something about it. We'll go ahead and save it, I guess.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it. started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now,
You've been there?
once, on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
We were born in Silent Hill.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you two?
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital.
No, damn it.
You got the map, right?
Yeah.
Gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you finish looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
So, obviously a very powerful and emotional and revealing set of cutscenes there. Tons of story. Yes, our father is Harry Mason from the first Silent Hill, and this whole time we've been playing Heather Mason, who is the baby that was given to Harry by Alessa at the very end of the game. If you didn't watch my Silent Hill 1 Let's Play, or if you're unfamiliar with it, essentially Dahlia is this, crazy woman. She wants to summon this god, so her own daughter Alessa is burned in a fire, and essentially Harry's fighting through the whole town, kind of following little clues. Dahlia is leaving, ends up fighting them. A god, or I don't know if it's really a god, it's called Incubus, and it's born from Alessa, and Harry defeats it with this thing called the Glophitis, which he's able to throw at it. Now I'm kind of forgetting. It's this red liquid. Anyways, and the Incubus killed Dahlia. And once Harry defeats the Incubus, Alessa comes back, gives a baby to Harry, and Harry is seen leaving the town with Sybil Bennett, the police officer, and this baby, which is, we've learned now, us. And that's, of course, that's in the canon ending, because there's multiple endings, so it's got to be a coincidence. But still, that's pretty weird. Who could have done this? It's the same symbol we've been seeing through the whole game. I'll save it on a new save just because. But yes, there have been many parallels, and you might have heard me kind of hinting at them, like when the car was driving, it looks very similar to when Harry and Cheryl are driving to the town, and she's holding her sketchbook, and so it's a lot like that, all intentional, of course. And then we explains a little bit why we saw that cutscene in the mall of Cheryl from the first game on the staticky TV, just like Harry saw when he went into the town center in Silent Hill 1. So, and now, of course, they have me checking out a hospital, which is my absolute favorite. And look, we should be familiar with this map. Got Jack's Inn here, which is apparently where we are staying, I guess, or headquarters, I don't know. Rosewater Park, where James meets Maria in the second game. The Silent Hill Historical Society, which is also like a prison and has 400 levels to it or something. Pete's Bowl-O-Rama. That little brat ran away from us to the Heaven's Night, where Maria had the key and worked there. I don't know. And the hospital, which is correctly labeled in this version, so tourists who are looking for the hospital can actually find it. But yes, we have to go back there. Great. Oh, and the Blue Creek apartments, of course. The apartments that James uses to get to the other side of town. I feel like, oh yeah, got our vest on. I was like, I feel like we're running really slow. There we go. That should be better. So, now it's all foggy. So that's why it hadn't been foggy before, is because we weren't in Silent Hill. That is really confusing when it does that. The camera angle will like reverse, but the controls don't, so you run backwards immediately. Something over there. You can walk quieter if you do it this way, by the way. It's a split head. I don't really care. Let's see, how do we get down to the hospital? How much handgun ammo do we got? We got a lot. Go ahead and just kill it. Okay. Oops, didn't reload properly. Come here. Taking out our revenge on all the monsters. This fog, man, it's so disorienting. Kidnapper van. Silent Hill's just full of those. I'm not even sure we're going the right way. Alright, catch your breath. Looks like we're going the right way.